If you've ever had or have currently an eating disorder, how do you get ahead and not fall back into bad habits? Well, on this episode, I go over this with our head trainer, Brianna, who lost over 80 pounds working with us and overcame an eating disorder. So learn how she never falls back, and hopefully it'll help you.
What have you done and how do you kind of not fall back into those bad habits eating wise?
I so the nutrition here, I have to say, is probably the best thing that I could have ever done for myself. I know personally a lot of clients, not a lot, but a few clients that will confide in me that they have struggled with eating before. They are scared of doing nutrition. They don't really want to log everything down. And I understand that. I do, but you will never know if something is not going to work for you if you don't try it full heartedly. You can't sit there and tell me that it's definitely not for you. It's going to make you freak out, because I thought that too. But I just said, you know what? What else am I going to do? I have to try this. I have goals that I want to do. And if I want this weight loss more than anything else, then everything is going to fall into place if I give 100%. So the
Yeah.
tracking here was great. I mean, even on vacation, like Laura would ask me or text me with the gym phone and ask me what I was having. And I would freak out and be like, oh my God, I'm on vacation. How am I supposed to be good? And then it just clicked in my head, like, you just because you're on vacation, you can't fall back. You have to do this every day. You have to wake up and do this every day. You have to wake up and have a protein shake and do what you need to do. For me, I told you my steps. My steps might not be your steps, but you have to find a list of things that are going to keep your head strong and your energy up and that positive attitude, and you're going to keep going through it. And then eventually you're not even going to think about those rules you made for yourself or those steps you're making. It's just going to flow. So the nutrition was the first part of that. At first, it was very hard and difficult to see. I used to eat a lot of avocados. I never knew how fatty they were. I never knew that. Once I started to log, I really just realized like a lot of the things I was eating that I thought were healthy were not. And from there, I learned everything through tracking. I learned what is really a carby food, what is really protein, what is really fat. I learned all of that through tracking myself. I didn't go through meal plans, like having somebody create a meal plan for me, because then you won't necessarily really learn. And you don't want to be on something that you feel is a diet, so you feel restricted. We are in calorie deficits, which doesn't mean, I do it with everyone in the blueprint meetings. I tell them, we're not telling you, you cannot eat this, that, or that. I have ice cream, I eat pizza, but I just make sure that I fit it in my day. And until you start logging every day, doing it daily, and seeing how food is going to affect, how each food will affect your log, you'll never understand what you can and can't have within each day. If something doesn't fit in your day, save it for tomorrow.
Brilliant and 100% true. And this is what clicked in my mind years ago too, once I understood this process. And we practice flexible dieting because flexible dieting is the best way to adhere to this long term. And your body does not discriminate against foods. Like Brianna said, it's not like if you have ice cream, your body's going to freak out and say, oh my God, I had ice cream, I'm going to store it in the love handle. It doesn't work like that. Your body just sees calories, protein, carbs, fats. And for me, once I understood that concept, it made nutrition so much more simpler because, like Brianna said, you have to see how those certain foods fit into your log every day and into your daily nutrition every day. Because once you understand, okay, if I want this 2 slices of pizza, but wait, that's going to take up a quarter of my day, maybe I shouldn't eat that. You start to look at food a little bit different. So that seems to be one of the things that helped you to look at food differently because a lot of people that come to us who've struggled in the past with eating disorders always say like, oh, I can't log, I can't log, I can't log, I just can't do it. But it's not about logging the food. It's about understanding what the food is actually made of. So Our overcrowded personal training gym is in need of trainers. We are drowning in new clients that want and need instruction, and we need you. Certification is a plus, but not necessary. We are growing fast, and there are many opportunities for growth inside our company. So send me a message now if you are interested in working with the best.